I want to talk about the male loneliness epidemic because I've been hearing a lot about it for some reason. All the podcasts I listen to are talking about it. I've seen a lot of people talking about it on social media. And this is what I would like to say. I wish that I remember who I took this information from, but basically 50 years ago when women weren't allowed to have bank accounts or vote or do anything without a man, women would get married so much earlier because you kind of had to rely on a man for everything. So it didn't really matter what the guy looked like, if he had a good job, if he was a decent human being even. Women just were getting married because they kind of needed to survive, unless they wanted to live on their dads forever, but a lot of women didn't want to do that. But now, 50 years later, women are allowed to do everything that men can do, mostly. We have our own jobs, we have our own apartments, we own homes, we have fulfilling relationships with our friends, and so we don't need a man to buy a house for us or open our bank account or give us money to live. So our standards are obviously so much higher. However, men still have the same sense of entitlement that they had 50 years ago when they could literally control our whole lives. And one of the podcasts that I was listening to, she said, it's not a male loneliness epidemic. Women are equally as lonely as men. It's this male sense of entitlement epidemic, where men aren't getting what they want as easily anymore because we don't need to give in to them. We can worry about things like what a man looks like, if we're attracted to him, if he has a good job, if he's a good person, because the alternative is to just be by ourselves, and that's not so bad.